Right guys, here we are, welcome back to the channel, non-league to Premier League. We are Premier League. Episode 50, well we're on 55, so it's taken 55 episodes, taken 10 years, which is good. It's a nice kind of number to recap the 10 years we've made it through the non-league, through the Football League, into the Premier League. So today we're going to look back at the last 10 years, some history, some of my stats, records, players, team of the years, the current squad, the teams that we're facing in the Premier League, etc. Alright guys, let's get into it. Make sure you hit a like on today's video. If you are new, if you're one of those 40% of my non-subscribed viewers, get that subscribe button hit as I'm getting very close to 4,000 subs. And Patreon links down below if you want to support that channel a little bit more. Muchly appreciated. Let's go York City, non-league to Premier League.
I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing we are York. We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing we are York. Climbing up the old Division 4. If you score some...
Right, so here we are. This is me. I think I started off with a national, I can't remember what I started. I might have started myself off as a national sort of level 2, because that's what I had. That's what I have in real life. National Continental B license. They won't let me on it. I'm a Premier League manager, but I'm only a Continental B. But that's little details, isn't it? Little details. So, we are known for preferring a possession-based style of football, play entertaining football, high press, high reputation players, signing younger players, signing much younger players, signing very young players for the first team. By the looks of it, we put our trust in youth. We buy quality players, but players that have got a lot of legs in them. We have got a very, very young squad. The squad that we've currently got are all under 30, apart from Big Georgie Boy and Nathan Dyer. Nathan Dyer's 28, but he doesn't even play. So we're looking at 27th really being our oldest, if you exclude sort of like Glendon. So career stats, I will zoom in this on for you so you can see it. 547 played, 295 wins, only 126 games lost, not bad. Goals for 900, and we're close in the 1,000 games, 53% win. That may drop down a little bit over these next couple of years as we find our feet, hopefully in the Premier League. I'll be devastated if we come back down. That would be absolutely devastating. That would be a hard one to take. Right, my history. So we've been in charge for 3,662 days. 20 awards. Total career earnings just over $1 million. That obviously is going to go more and more now we're in the Premier League. Number of players bought 18.25. 15.25 spent along that journey. 38 sold, but we're in profit there. Agents fees, yeah, we're in nice little profit with agents fees. Just 1.75 million, so that's good. Number of players released 60. Cup wins 2, league wins 3, league promotions 5. That's about it. Abri wanted to see this. I was going to do it anyway, but Abri wanted to see it, so there we go. I don't think there's a great deal else I can really show. Obviously, job history, there we go. So we started in the Vanarama in the season 1. Absolutely, we had a really poor season that year. Got beat in the semi-final playoffs. We then won the FA Trophy and got promoted through the playoffs. We won the FA Trophy again in the National League. Got into the playoffs but got beat, I think, in the semi-finals over 2 legs. I think it was to Aldershot. But then we romped home the next season. Manager of the Year, 3 Manager of the Months, and the National League Trophy. 10th in League 1, 10th in League 2, which was disappointing because we had such a good start, and if you remember, the wheels totally fell off and we ended up dropping, I think, from 3rd to 10th within about the last 2 months of the season. But then we bounced back, had a really good season in League 1. Probably our best season, that was League 2. Our best season was our first year in League 1 where we went straight up, winning the League 1 title. And then 3 really good years in the Championship, just missing out on playoffs, securing the playoffs but then losing to Borough in the playoff final, and then coming back, getting second, getting into the Premier League. So there is me. So there you go. If you can see like the amount of goals we've scored, look. So since we started here, poorest was the first year, but we've had 63, 80, 71, 83, 81, 97, 105 in League One, 68, 88, 84. So we're scoring plenty of goals. We are right in the player profile. We are in the manager profile. We are quite attacking, which is good. I don't know how well that'll bode for us in the Premier League, but we will see. League One. 105 goals. That was probably my favourite season, the League One, where we went straight up. Facilities is... Oh, that was annoying. I wondered what had happened when we got promoted, and they've just given us 500 extra seats. So it's reduced down to 11, that for now. It'll go up to 12,500 by this mid-July, I think, so only a couple of weeks away. But I thought they'd put more in. The finances are amazing, to be honest. We need to sort out some... average you, I think we'll get through this season, see where we're at, and then we will look at improving the whole. Look, we've got exceptional academy coaching. We need to really get up the rest of the bits to improve us to be a Premier League sort of like standard. I imagine some of these aren't even Championship standard. But average corporate, good training facilities, I suppose. 332. Yeah, we need to improve on the youth. I tell you what, we're going to have an absolute shit ton of money. The money at the moment isn't great, but we do have the Premier League. They've already given us, now we get £95.1 million over the course of the season. So, with that being said, there is going to be money to spend. Obviously, we're only going to end up spending 33 at that. So, let's just see. No, not having it, are they? They're not having it. We'll work on that. We've had some good youth players come through as well, to be fair. Right, here we go. So we've got most league goals by a player is Norman Wilkinson. I would like that to be broken. I don't know how. Who would have probably got the closest to that? Malib? Udo Beko has a shout at doing it. It's not the biggest tally in the world, is it? 126. But a lot of players are still a long way off that just yet. Yeah, so that's one we'd like to break. Right, what we're going to do is now we're just going to have a little look through a couple of the records, see which players we can remember. Obviously, players like Callum Burnley, now a free agent, 31. He has had 3 years at Aldershot. Sam Habringham, he was a fantastic left back for us, had a couple of really good, sort of like 4 or 5 years with us. Matty Blair came back, didn't he? Matty Blair came back. Scored the goal that won us the League 2 title as well. David Ferguson, left back, retired. He had two really good seasons and then fell off the earth. Czech Diaby. This is Football Manager. They need to get it sorted. This retiring at 24 years old is just absolute rubbish. The amount of players that retire too young is ridiculous in the game. Jordan Burroughs retired after us as well, just completely unrealistic. Terrell Whitaker, who we had a good season, retired at 25. Come on. Samba's still there. He's at Motherwell. Ewan Mahoney's a free agent. I'm interested to see where he ends up. We've just released him. He made a brilliant start for us and then found the Championship tough. Average ratings, here we go. Jordan Burroughs. James Ball, retired at 20. He was a bit of a legend, wasn't he? James Ball was with us 3 seasons. And then Glendon kind of took over. Look at Glendon. Spencer Steer, who is 3 years in a row, look. He's on his way out. He's on his way out, boys. Which we'll go through in a minute. There's George Glendon, look. His Championship season there. 41 games, 9 goals, 16 assists. For a guy with those attributes. He's going to find it tough, you said. Definitely no more than a backup. But he deserves his year, doesn't he? Another one retired. Cameron Harkins was our first sort of like youth prospect that never quite made it. And we ended up selling him for 170k and he's done alright. He's done alright at Notts County. Joe Round, the keeper that we got on a free, has ended up at Palace. Mohamed Sesse, look. Lod him to a short list just so we can see where he ends up. Charlton were sniffing around. Fans Player of the Years, Burrows, Dishon Bernard. Oh, this game. This game is so annoying. Glendon, steer, Glendon, De Nicola. I'm now a legend. Glendon and Steer are now icons. We have got Andy McMillan. He's my director of football, doing a very, very good job for us. He's a legend as well. Nilly Svan, favoured personnel. By the way, Lewis, here you go. Lewis, my Patreon. Lewis has become a $5 Patreon, so he gets a player in the game. So I've gone for this one, Lewis. Just the best we've got at the moment, buddy. Still rated at 5-star. Decent physicals, awesome mentals. We can just get these going. I think you were out. You've been out on loan a couple of years. I do probably need to send you out again, because you're not going to be good enough for the Premier League this year. But what I'll probably do is you can have a pre-season with the first team while we're a little bit short on numbers. Finances, as we said, 1.3 million, but we're getting 95.1 million in TV money, and then plus that on top of wherever we finish in the league. I think even if you get relegated, you get about 3 or 4 million from that. So I think the thing we just have to do is just stay in the league. We rank outsiders, 1,000 to 1 with Burnley and West Brom, Bristol, Fulham, but the rest are big. The best are big, the rest are big. So just survive. I just don't want to go down a year and then it might be hard to jump straight back up. We just got to survive this season. That is the key. And this is the squad that we are rocking with at the moment. So Reed and Silver, we're hoping to get back on loans again. Moxie's on his way out, just not good enough. And then Spencer Steer, we're getting 11.25 million for him, lads. When you look at his attributes, his physicals, and a lot of his technicals, they're not amazing. He's on 12 grand a week. I did think it was a good opportunity to make big money for him. 3 championship clubs all in for him. He has done well for us, very, very well. We got him on a free from Arsenal. Look, he's had cracking seasons. But I just think now is the time to cash in on certain players, and he is definitely that. We do need to improve in midfield. I want to keep Glendon. We've got Keric, De Nicola, Mijatovic is in there. We are going to probably play 3 in there. I want to keep Luke Thomas just because he's one of our own. Nothing more than a backup, but he'll do a job. So yeah, Spencer's going. I don't think the others will go. The others are interested in loans. We just need to strengthen. I did this. If I'm honest, we need to strengthen in both wide areas. We need 2 players. If we look in this tactic, I'm going to put in the players that I'm happy with. Okay, so this is what I'm happy with. So hopefully we'll get Silver in there. We'll get Reed in there as well. We need a winger, because I don't want to start Nelly Svan. He's going to be sort of like a backup. We need 2 inside forwards. We also need at least another striker to support Udebeko. Happy with the midfield, but we're lacking in depth. So we need to get 3, probably 2 or 3 midfielders in there. We'll maybe rock with 2 because we've got Glendon and then Luke Thomas. We'll just try and get 2 maybe deep line playmakers, Mazzalas, that kind of role in there. We need a backup left back potentially. I am tempted to sell him. Leeds, we're interested in him. He's all right, but he's 5'5". So we may can do something in there. I'm okay right full back because Russell Gardner, I've offered him a new deal. He's progressed quite nicely. He's progressed for us quite nicely. He's been with us a few years now. He does the job. If we can get Silver in, Reed in there, we do need some backup centre-halves, at least another backup. So we have 4 centre-halves, another striker. So yeah, it's a lot of backing up. We've got Tizano Maniero. I'm probably not going to bring Theo. Let me know in the comments, do I bring Theobald back? I imagine he's still transfer listed. Just because he is homegrown. We may do that. We may bring him home. But Cuesta has had a great season. Stats never tell you a story. He did a 6.87, but 37, less than 1 a game, which is good. £1 million for that, I think, is a superb transfer. I think. So yeah, I think it's going to be all right. I think I can do it. I think we can get the plays in. Am I bidding for anybody at the moment? Harry Winks. just as a bit of a backup, deep line playmaker. His technicals are very good. I just thought you need to get a little bit of experience in there, don't you? You need to get a little bit. England internationals, a few other clubs after him, Montpellier. So I thought, yeah, we'll go with that. And apart from that, we'll do what we always try and do, try and get young players from sort of like even abroad. We've done well getting players from Germany and Italy, so we may as well crack on with that. I was going to go through all the signings and stuff, but we'll quickly whiz through it so you could see. We started making a little bunny. Remember, we had him in the first season, sold him, and he's now at Cork City. That was a fantastic bit of business to start with. We then got the Godfrey money at some point as well. Thello Asagard, do you remember him? The one who looked about. Oh, he's changed. His picture's changed because I've changed me photos, my face pack. He's grown up a little bit, bless him. Ched's manager at Kirsten Ashton. Mampala is now a free agent. He's decent. George Boyd is our first team coach. Look, absolutely fantastic coach. We need to look at staff actually. Ethan Galbraith. There is George Glennon, 38 grand. Yes, please. Gabby McGill. He's at Falkirk. Lee Griffiths, one of the worst signings ever. John Swift retired. J. Manuel Thomas retired. Max Broughton, we've had him for a number of years. We had a lot of money for him actually, but he's been a decent backup for us. He's finally gone. Musawake, we had him for a little bit, like half a season. I think we made a little bit of money on him, did we? Yeah, we made some money on him. Gribben, retired, standard. Reece Townsend, who we looked at, he was with us for a good number of years on loan, and we bought him and sold him to he went to Calgary on a free, and then he's ended up at Port Vale. Andre Wisdom was a decent player for us. He had a couple of good seasons with us. Herve Malibi was a fantastic striker, wasn't he, for those 2 seasons? Then we sold him, made a profit. We got him on loan, then bought him, then sold him on. Good bit of business, I think that was from me. Nilly Svan, there he is. Ewan Mahoney coming on a free. Dylan McKeown was a player that we never managed to get hold of, and now he's probably not good enough for the Premier League. The Sheffield United lad that we had on loan. Mistretta, who we just thought was going to be the next superstar, didn't turn out that way. We got a decent bit of money for him. This one was a curious one. Warren Jones, who has fantastic attributes. Now the big boys are after him again, but he had a woeful loan spell with us in the first year in the Championship. Riyad Mahrez. There's Jason Reed, look, we've got a bid in for him on loan. A few bigger clubs after him though, so we may see him disappear. Kovac, 400 grand was a good bit of business. Uda Becker on a free. Tremendos, now worth 21.5 million. Philip Coutinho, Hugo Lloris came in for a bit. Harris Herrich, 1.1 million, now worth 12.5. Olin's still 19 as well, which is good. Our best 11 has got Mark Theobald in. Dominic Silva, Charlie Oliver. He had a good few years with us, centre-half. Juan Hernandez, who ended up selling on to Udinese. Steering Glendon in the middle. Samba on the left, 146 games, 58 goals. Herve Malieve and Mampala are still the goal scorers. Are these league games? Are these league goals? League games? I'm not sure. Not too sure. There's Uda Becker, 44. So the closest we've kind of got is Mampala, 66. 66. So Uda Becker's got a long way to go. He's got maybe five seasons to break that 127 record. Right, the staff. We have got 3 spaces, which is good. But our coaching team is, look at this, best in the Premier League. Apart from fitness, we're second in that already. So imagine, I haven't done anything to the coaching staff this season, and we're already like the best coaching staff in the country, which is good. I do like to change my assistant manager, but I just felt I had to keep Stephen McManus for another year, so I've offered another deal. Neil Redfern, head of youth development. 19 youngsters, could be improved, but I just thought we'd just allow the coaches and some of the players to have their season in the Premier League. So we've brought Daryl Flahaven in, goalkeeping coach, from Birmingham City. Brought him in, cost about 65 grand. So we've got 3 goalkeeper coaches now, but we had room. He said we needed one. And then we can maybe let a couple go at the end of their contracts. Fitness coach, good. We do need to bring another in. Remember, we don't have an under-23s, so in England, you obviously, with this, your under-23s count towards your training. Your under-23 coaches count sort of your first team. I don't have that. Quentin Fortune, decent coach. John Woodgate is an exceptional coach. Julian Dix is probably one we'll look at replacing. Phil Neville, he's outstanding, isn't he? Craig Bellamy's good. George Boyd, I do like a name. We'll keep on that road of decent coaches, but have obviously played. And then, we need to get... I think if we get another fitness coach in, probably somewhat to replace Julian Dix. He's decent, 15, but I think we can maybe improve on him in the defensive area. Fitness is quite low. So we'll improve a defensive coach, another fitness coach, and I always like to leave one spare if I can. I think the youth... Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, the youth team got to the final of the FA Cup, which is absolutely nuts. I should have told you last episode, and because of other things going on, I completely forgot. They got to the FA Youth Final. We took a lead. We won 2-1 at Old Trafford. 2-1. And then we got beat 4-2 in the 3-0 in the home leg. Devastated. Absolutely devastated. But what a journey. We've won it 3 years on the spin. 1, 2, 3. We are playing teams, to be honest, that are a little bit below us. I don't know if... in the comments, you guys, can I change this? Can I do anything in the youth and improve the youth that they then put us in the sort of like the under-18s Premier League or whatever it is? I'm guessing we can. I'm guessing it's maybe hard-coded. The players aren't that great, to be honest. We haven't got a great deal. Players like Jose Miguel came in. I've sent him out on loan. He's had a good couple of seasons, but he's not... Now we're in the Premier League as well. The standard of our youngsters needs to dramatically improve. So I do think that's maybe a good reason to bring Theobald back, so we have that homegrown player. Because apart from that, we have Nathan Dyer, who's he's with us for the next 3 years. Bless him, he wants to go, but he's not going to play much. And that's it. Oh no, Luke Thomas. So we could do with maybe getting Mark Theobald back. And guys, that's about it really. I kind of said I'd do this, and then when it came to come to me recording, I've kind of felt, shit, what do I need to show you? If I have forgotten anything, just let me know down in the comments, and then I'll put it in the next episode. So next episode will be the first game of the season. The fixtures have been done. We are about to start pre-season, and as per usual, I haven't signed any players yet, but that's fine. Burnley, Chelsea. We'll do a big episode next week. Monday. We'll do a big episode. We'll have Burnley and Chelsea games and the transfers from the summer. Right, guys, let me know who has been your pick player from the last 10 years. Which players had you forgotten about and have suddenly seen them in the transfers and in the history and stuff. Let's go forward now another 10 years. I need to kind of speed on this save a little bit because we're not too far off coming to the end of the FM20 cycle. I'm only 10 years in and I've been playing this game since November, December, January. Yeah, I've been playing the game for like 8 months now. So we need to get cracking. We need to get... Remember, the series doesn't finish until we get Champions League and Premier League. How many years do you think that's going to take us? Let me know down in the comments. I do think it's maybe easier in the Premier League because you get that money boost. I'm guessing I'll win the Premier League before I win the La Liga with Deportivo. I'm guessing. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, put some things down in the comments. As I said, let me know your favourite players, etc. Have a good weekend. See you later.